Harper Audio presents I'll Take New York by Miranda Dickinson. Read by Penelope Rawlins. New York is where you prove if what you think in theory makes sense in life. Muccia Prada. Chapter 1. Stromoli's Restaurant, 11th Street, Brooklyn.
Bea? 5 more minutes. Bea, honey, why don't we just order? I don't think he's...
He's definitely not.
Shh! Can't you see she's upset?
What? I'm just saying.
He'll be here. I know he will.
I think he stood her up.
Could you say that any louder? Only I don't think the waiter in the restaurant across the street heard you.
Maybe we should wait a little longer. The fact is, he hasn't just stood Bea up, he stood us all up.
Bea James closed her eyes and willed her gathered family members to stop voicing the thoughts in her own head. Of course they were right. They had waited nearly 2 hours already, and now even the laid-back waiter in Stromoli's restaurant was snatching not-so-subtle glances at his watch. Bea's father wasn't likely to be silenced by her mother's attempts. Even though he respectfully lowered his voice, Bea was still aware of every word.
If we don't order soon, the kitchen will close and we'll end up at Pete's 24-hour diner. And you know what happened the last time I chanced a Reuben there.
Her Uncle Gino and paternal grandfather Gramps mumbled in support.
He said he would be here.
Bea's mother hissed back.
He specifically asked us all to be here. We rescheduled our holiday to be here. Now why would he ask us to come if he had no intention of turning up?
She reached across the table towards Bea.
Darling, have you checked your phone recently? Maybe he's been unavoidably delayed.
Or maybe he's the schmuck we all thought he was,
Aunt Ruby snorted. Never one to shy away from speaking her mind, Ruby had been uncharacteristically quiet this evening, until now. Bea knew this was the first comment of what would quickly become a flood.
That's enough, Ruby. Think of poor Bea.
Staring defiantly at the white linen tablecloth to avoid the concern of her family, Bea heard a chair scrape back on the other side of the table. Moments later, the vacant chair beside her, the one he should be sitting in right now, was occupied by the familiar hulk of her brother.
He isn't coming, is he?
She whispered, lifting her head towards him. Stuart's expression said it all.
Maybe we should just order. If Otis comes, I'm sure the kitchen will accommodate him.
I can't believe he's done this.
Bea was close to tears.
I've left 10 messages on his mobile, but he isn't responding. How dare he let me down like this?
Personally, I'd kick any guy to the curb who makes me wait 2 hours for dinner.
Ruby's voice soared above the hum of evening diners in the neighborhood Italian restaurant, and Bea heard the stifled giggles from several of her family members. That was it. Otis had lost his last chance to prove himself.
Let's order,
Bea blurted out, causing everyone to stare at her.
Otis clearly isn't planning to join us, so please, let's just eat.
As her family descended on the menus, much to the relief of the waiter, Bea stood. Stuart caught her arm, but she smiled at him as best she could and dismissed his concern.
I'm okay. I just need some air.
Standing outside on the darkened sidewalk of 11th Street, Bea stared up at the heavy raindrops falling from the plastic awning across Stromoli's entrance, finally allowing her tears to fall. All she had wanted for this evening was for her boyfriend to keep his word. This had been his idea, not hers, and his efforts to gather her family from both sides of the Atlantic had suggested that there was an important reason why he wanted the collected James family present. He'd said he had something to say to all of them.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?